I make the mention on item number 10 of the today's list.
Yes,
This matter will be come after 4 minutes.
you have mentioned, given a mention memo earlier.
No, my lord.
You should have. You just can't mention like this.
No, my lord. I have need to mention it.
Now the other side is caught unawares.
The other side will take an concept of that.
Appeal it is acquittal, your
Yes,
lordship.
my lord.
You are Mr.
BP Sinha.
On request made by Mr. B.P. Sinha, then a counsel for the appellant. List the matter after 4 weeks.
No, President.
May I believe, my lord, I beg to mention item number 14.
Here also no mention.
I am now, sorry, my lord. I am praying on behalf of D. Bora, my lord.
Yeah,
After 2 weeks, my lord, kindly take on.
yes, Boyan,
Yes,
Lordship, they have not informed me beforehand.
that's the thing.
sorry, my lord. After 2 weeks, my lord.
On request made on behalf of Mr. D. Boral and the counsel for appellant, list the matter after 3 weeks.
My lord, I'm a blood.
May it please your lordship. Your lordship, with the consent of the other side, I like to mention item number 11. Senior counsel A.M. Bora could not attend the court today due to some personal difficulty. Kindly fix the matter after 4 weeks.
Who's the other side?
Our name is not there, although it's a criminal appeal, your lordship. PP Assam's name is not there.
Okay, on request made on behalf of Mr. A.M. Boral and the senior counsel for the appellant. List the matter after 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
2 weeks. Yes,
Obliged.
May it please the lordship. Lordship, I'd like to mention item number 12 of the daily list for adjournment. Lordship, my senior is not well.
who's your senior?
KK Mahanta.
Oh, yes,
Lordship, it has been informed to Ms. Ed Jahan last night.
on request made on behalf of Mr. K.K.
Lordship,
Mahanta,
item number 13 is also connected.
the senior counsel for the appellant in criminal appeal 164/2019. List the matter after 3 weeks,
Lordship, may kindly fix a short date.
2 weeks.
Lordship, kindly a date may be fixed. Lordship.
I can't fix a date.
Much obliged.
May I please, I'd
Yes.
like to mention for listing of a matter, lordship. I have filed in on the 3rd April 2023, lordship. There was some defect, subsequently I have rectified it, but it was not, it is not listed till today, lordship. So may I pay any day this week, lordship? Only admission will be there, only admission for.
Friday, Friday.
Friday. Obliged, lordship.
Item 1 of the list, admission.
Jail appeal.
Lordship, an amicus curiae be appointed.
This is an appeal from jail. Admits. Call for the LCS. MS B. Buyan and additional PP. Appears on behalf of the state of Assam. Registry is directed to appoint an amicus curiae from the impaneled list. And list the matter of performance.
To order,
Malak, in this matter, senior counsel K. Goswami has been appointed as amicus. LCR has been received, I think the paperwork.
LCS have found.
Lordship,
Yeah, Mr.
I'm A. Sandilya on behalf of Mr. K. Goswami.
Learned counsel for a part of this. LCS have received. Registry is directed to prepare the paperwork and list the matter after 4 weeks.
Obliged.
3,
May I please, your lordship?
LCS have come.
LCRs have come, my lord. Your lordship, while ordered 10/3/2023, the LCRs were called for.
Hmm.
However, the provision of law that has been indicated under which the appellant has been convicted has wrongly been recorded, my lord. It should be section 4(2) of the POCSO Act, not 367(3).
Where? In the order?
Order, my lord, 10/3/2023.
Okay, that's a different thing. Hurt Mr.
B. Prasad, my lord.
P.
Amicus
Prasad,
curiae.
Leonard, amicus curiae. Else have been received. Also hurt MS B. Buyan, Leonard, addition P. Assam. Else have been received. Registry director, by the party and Mr. Matter of the complex. 4.
This matter has been already admitted and LCR called for. So we would like to press for suspension of sentence in IA, my lord. Respondent number 2 has filed our appearance, but not appeared today. And he has almost gone 1.5 years custody. In connection-
1.5 years.
Yes.
Isn't a
We file our objection, my lord, POCSO matter, if we,
POCSO matter?
yes,
Yes.
live streaming be stopped.
Okay, but where's respondent? Private
It's not that the name is
5.
Lordship, appeal again, conviction, Lordship. Appeal has been admitted, Lordship. So this is for suspension of conviction, Lordship.
LCS have come,
lordship.
not yet, I think.
No, not yet.
We await LCS. After that, we'll consider the
Interfere.
hurt Mr.
MK Bora.
M.K. Paral and counsel for the appellant. Also heard MS B. Buyan and additional PPS. Registry is directed to send a reminder calling for the LCS. And list the matter up to 2 weeks.
Lordship, fix a date if convenient, Lordship.
Difficult to fix a date. After 2 weeks, it will come.
Yes. Obliged.
My lord, I am requesting respondent number informant.
Mr.
Yes, sir.
S. Cycle and a counsel appears on behalf of the respond number 2.
His name may be shown in the cause list.
Registry is also directed to reflect them of Mr. Frenzo and the counsel for respond number 2 in the first list.
Six.
Thank you, Your Lordship. Lordship, here interlocutory application has come up for consideration, Lordship, for suspension of sentence and grant of bail. Here, Lordship, the depositions are in English language, Lordship. So may I place my case?
1 minute. Any private respondents?
Private respondent is there, Lordship.
Notice has gone.
Notice has issued. For consideration of bail, Lordship, probably it is not required.
Anyway, we have to at least hear them, no?
In view of the recent Supreme Court judgment that they have, Lordship, participatory right if they come forward, Lordship. In that judgment, it is not said that, Lordship, notice is required to be served upon them, Lordship.
Yes. You file your objections?
Yes, dear
Yes,
lordship.
they have filed, Lordship.
Yes.
Just brief facts I'm placing for your Lordship, that this is the wife of appellant number 2, Lordship here. Here 2 persons are before your Lordship. One is mother, second is son. I have filed this interlocutory application only for mother, Lordship, not for son, Lordship. Son is the husband of deceased. So wife died, Lordship, in the morning by consuming Lordship, harpy. And thereafter, on the same day, the husband lodged an Azahar before the before the police station, informing that his wife committed suicide. A UD case was registered on the same day. On the basis of the said UD case, Lordship, postmortem was also done. Subsequently, on the next day, Lordship, the brother of the deceased, who was also present on the first day, he did not raise any objection. He did not file any FIR. Subsequently, on the next day, Lordship, he lodged the Azahar. After filing of the FIR, Lordship, police investigated the case and submitted charge sheet against the appellant number 2. That is, he is not before your lordship for consideration of bail, lordship. And the FIR was initially registered under section 306 for abatement to commit suicide, lordship. And charge sheet was also submitted under section 306. And thereafter, lordship, the charges, after submission of charge sheet, charges were framed by the learned trial court initially under section 302 against the appellant number 2, Ratan Das, lordship. And after recording of the evidence of PW1, the learned trial court, lordship, summons the present applicant to appear before the court as an accused under section 319. Accordingly, she appeared before the trial court. She faced the trial, and thereafter she was convicted. What I have found in the entire evidence of the case, lordship, from the entire evidence of the case, here my plea was that she consumed Harpic, and in the bathroom it was found Harpic. Even prosecution witnesses also said, I will place before your lordship that prosecution witnesses, they were not declared hostile. They also said that the victim consumed Harpic and thereafter she died. The only discrepancy which the learned trial court found is that in the FSL report, it is said that she consumed pesticide. And the learned trial court is of the view that Harpic is not a pesticide. So you have misled the court, therefore you are convicted. Only this is the allegation of what I have found from the entire record, lordship. And she is, lordship, 70 years old. I am paying for bail on 2 counts, one on merit and second on, lordship, that she is 70 years old and she is facing some difficulties being a woman in the jail, lordship, on these 2 counts. And if your lordship see the evidence in the FIR, it is alleged, FIR is vernacular, lordship. In FIR, it is said that one of the neighbor of the accused informed the accused person that the accused person forcefully consumed the poisonous substance to the victim, lordship. But that evidence is not there in the PW's statement of the PW's, lordship. And secondly, lordship, none of the neighbor who had said that statement also not examined during trial, lordship. So apart from FIR, there is nothing on record to show that poisonous substance was forcefully administered to the victim, lordship. Now I am taking your lordship to PW1, lordship.
In the main,
He is a doctor, lordship.
where's PW1?
PW is a doctor who conducted postmortem examination.
Oh,
In the record, it is there. LCR is there, lordship.
Yes.
Okay. In the first part of his deposition, lordship will find that on 11/11/2014, I was working as the medical and health officer number 1 in the Karimganj Civil Hospital. On that day, on police requisition in connection with Pathargandhi Police Station UD case number 19 of 2014, dated 10/11/2014, I had conducted postmortem examination over the dead body of Jhumki Rani, so-and-so, who was identified police constable so-and-so. So lordship, my whole case is that I have initially informed the police, that appellant number 1. He informed initially the police, and at that moment, she was alive. She was taken to hospital. So the hospital authority says her condition is critical, so she was referred to a better hospital, lordship. On her way to second hospital, she died, lordship. If there had any intention on the part of the accused person, they would not have informed the police or the neighboring people immediately. Because immediately the present applicant, she raised hue and cry. On her hearing hue and cry, other neighboring people came to the house, Lordship. And finding your Lordship will find in the external appearance, no injuries found, Lordship will find. And opinion as to cause of death, second page, your Lordship will find. The opinion as to cause of death of the deceased was kept pending, subject to report from the FSL after examination of the viscera. Exhibit 1 is the postmortem report, whereon Exhibit 1.1 is my signature along with the dead body. Inquest report was also submitted to me. I had put my signature thereon as a mark of acknowledgement of receipt thereof. Exhibit 2 is the said inquest report, whereon Exhibit 2 and 2 are my signature. Exhibit 3, the dead body challenge submitted to me along with the dead body, whereon Exhibit 3.1 is my signature as an acknowledgement of the receipt. In the case record, I have seen the FSL report after examination of viscera sent, which is Exhibit 4. As per the said exhibit, all the viscera sent give positive test for organophosphorus. After recording the Exhibit 4 with Exhibit 1, in my opinion, death was due to poisoning. No definite opinion can be given regarding whether the death was suicidal or homicidal. I am behind the bar for the charge of committing homicidal death, Lordship. But medical report cannot say whether it is suicidal or homicidal. And there is no eyewitness to the occurrence who can say that this is homicidal evidence.
The present applicant was examined?
Under section 313, Lordship.
No. This, yeah, 313 also.
Yes, she was examined under section 313. She said, Lordship, that during 313 also, she says what I have placed before, Lordship. That she herself consumed Harpic in her house. There was quarrel with her husband, Lordship, that is appellant number 2. It is admitted that on the previous night, there was a quarrel between the husband and wife. Mother-in-law was not involved. Even the UD case, which was filed by the appellant number 2, he also did not suppress that fact. He disclosed that on the previous night, I had an altercation with my wife, and subsequently in the morning, out of anger, she consumed poison. So he did not hide anything, Lordship. And then your Lordship will find PW3, he is the informant. And in I'm sorry, Lordship. PW2, your Lordship will find that accused person took the victim to the hospital, Lordship. PW2. In middle portion, your Lordship will find the incident had taken place at about 8 AM when I was in my residence. I heard scream of the accused mother, that is the present applicant, Lordship, and went to the house of the accused. The accused mother told me that victim had ingested something. I had found the victim in the courtyard on ground. Thereafter, the accused and his family members took the victim to Karimganj Civil Hospital in a vehicle. So they have taken, Lordship. And in cross also, Lordship, same page, last line your Lordship will find. I had heard that the victim had herself ingested poison. So these witnesses are not declared hostile, and unless they are declared hostile, Lordship, their evidence is binding on the prosecution, Lordship. And then PW3 is the informant, Lordship will find how he is lying before the court. I am the informant in this case. I have instituted this case against the accused Ratan Das and Kanaklata Das. Ratan Das is present in the dock of the court today. He is husband of my sister. His mother's name is Kanaklata Das. The name of my sister was my sister was married to said accused is Jhumki Das. She died on 10/11/2014 in the house of the said accused. The accused had married my sister in the year 2011. It was a social marriage. After marriage, my sister went to the house of the accused. After 3-4 months of their marriage, the Ratan Das started demanding 4,000 or 5,000 every month. We had paid the monies initially. Later, the accused also started beating my sister for money. 1 week prior to my sister's death, the accused had demanded rupees 80,000 from my father. On the next day of the demand, my sister was brought from the house of the accused and she was accompanied by the accused sister and her husband. My sister was not willing to go back to her matrimonial home as according to her, the accused to assault her physically. Then we, with the help of our neighbors, persuaded her to go back to her matrimonial home. After a stay of 2 days, all of them went back to the accused house. My father was unable to pay the money. After going there, my victim sister used to cry over phone and said crying to arrange for the money as the accused was not allowing her to leave this peacefully. 3 days prior to her death, my sister was unwell and was administered saline. On the next day, my sister again called me and requested me to bring her back. I told her to wait for several days. From the day previous to death, her mobile phone was found switched off. As such, we were not able to contact her and were concerned for her. Thereafter, my paternal grandmother went there from Boraigram. On reaching the house of the accused, my paternal grandmother found my sister dead and also found that the accused and his family members were preparing to cremate my sister. At 10:25 a.m., my grandmother informed us about the same and asked her to go there immediately. At 10:30 a.m., some unknown relative of the accused telephoned us stating that my sister had died of heart attack. In FIR, he says, Lordship, that accused persons forcefully consumed the poison to his sister, Lordship. Heart attack and requested us to go there immediately. Thereafter, we went there along with several persons. The accused persons were not willing to get autopsy done over my sister's dead body. But this statement is not correct. I have already placed with you, Lordship, that the postmortem was conducted on the basis of the UD case, which the appellant number 2 has filed, Lordship. The accused person's neighbors told us that my sister was trying to go out of her matrimonial home in that morning, but mother of the accused had dragged her in by her hair. He said that there was quarrel in the house and after some time the victim died. But none of the neighbors, Lordship, deposed the way he is stating, Lordship. The independent witnesses are there, Lordship. Neighboring people were also examined. They said, Lordship, they were living peacefully, so far their knowledge is there. Then we informed the police and police came. The police had conducted inquest over the dead body in my presence. On 11/11/2014, I lost first information in this case. On the same day, autopsy over the dead body was done. After autopsy, the accused person cremated the dead body. The police had recorded my statement in the case. Now, cross, Lordship. My parents are alive. My sister was married to accused Ratan Das without making inquiry.
1 minute, where's the cross?
Cross was done subsequently, Lordship. On the next day, because cross was deferred. Cross was recorded on 17th July 2018. Lordship.
Yes.
My parents are alive. My sister was married to the accused Ratan Das without making inquiry about his antecedents and about his family, which is not true, Lordship. After my sister's marriage, I had visited her matrimonial home. My parents also had visited her matrimonial home. After marriage, my sister had also come to our house several times on Nayor. 1 week prior to her death, she had visited our house. It is not a fact that at that time there was Kali Puja. At that time, my sister, her husband's sister, and her husband had stayed in our house for 2 days. My parents were at the residence at that time. My sister has left behind a daughter who is aged about a half years. And because of her also, Lordship, I am presently pressing the applicant's bail prayer, Lordship. There is no one to look after her, lordship, that baby. That baby is still in the house of the accused person, lordship. After 1.5 years of my sister's marriage, the child was born. She took birth in her sister's matrimonial house. There was no Annapashan ceremony for the child. Her daughter is staying with the accused. After receiving information of death of my sister, I went to her house at 1:30 p.m. I came back in the evening before 3 p.m. So just I'm pausing here for a moment, Lordship. That UD case was registered prior to this point of time, Lordship. He's saying that I went to her house at 1:30 p.m. I came back in the evening 5 p.m. And in between the GD entry was lost. GD entry was lost at 3 p.m. Lordship. During that period, I had informed the police in writing. The police had arrived at the place of occurrence at around 2:30 p.m. Police had examined the dead body of my sister. At that time, both the parents were with me. On reaching the place of occurrence, I had found the neighboring person also. My sister's autopsy was done on the following day at around 1 to 2 p.m. After autopsy, we had not taken the dead body to our village. It was brought to the house of the accused, and then the last rites were performed. I had lodged the Exhibit 5 first information on 11/11/2014. It is not a fact that I had lodged the said first information at 7 p.m. I had received the information of the death of my sister at 11:10 a.m. Exhibit 5 was written on my instruction. The said exhibit does not contain the cause of delay in lodgement of the same. It is not a fact that after reaching the place of occurrence, I had not lodged another first information. It is not a fact that before lodgement of Exhibit 5, I had not given any written information to police. It is not a fact that the inquest and autopsy over the dead body of my sister were conducted on the written information by the accused Ratan Das. So still he is saying it is not a fact, but this is on record. I do not know if any UD case was registered on instruction of information by my sister's husband. The police had recorded my statement on 10/11/2014. This statement is regarding, Lordship, that in connection with UD case which was lodged by the appellant number 2, Lordship. Before demise of my sister, my parents or I had not lodged any first information with the police alleging demand of dowry on the part of the accused persons. Accused mother, sister's daughter reside in my adjacent house. The accused had brought my niece to her house, and at that time, the said niece was brought to my house as well. Apart from that, I never visited the accused house to see the niece. I do not know if my sister's husband has not remarried, so he is still unmarried, Lordship. It is not a fact that I had not stated to the investigating officer that after 3-4 months of their marriage, accused Ratan Das had not started demanding rupees 4,000 or 5,000 every month. However, the same has not been.
May I interrupt? I'm sorry to interrupt. My learned friend is pacing for I or the main appeal, your lordship. He's reading the entire evidence as if he's going into the merit of the case. Whether he has any case in the merits of the IA, your lordship. He's reading the entire evidence on record.
I am reading only the evidence of PW3, Lordship. Except this, Lordship, others are in my favor. Therefore, what is against me, I am placing before your Lordship. If she objects, I can stop, Lordship.
Very good.
Sorry.
I think we'll have to hear the one of this.
It is not a fact that I had not stated to the investigating officer that we had paid the money initially and later,
Mr. Ahmed,
Lordship.
I think we'll have to hear the main case. Let's prepare the favor book. We fix the short date
Yes.
and then we'll hear you.
But only fact is that, Lordship, it will take time because notice will go to the other side and paper book will be prepared.
Favor book will be prepared in 4 weeks' time. After that, we'll take up.
Lordship, regarding the age, Lordship, just I am relying on another judgment of effects of where, Lordship,
That
only,
part, we are already,
Lordship, considering the age, Lordship, granted bail, Lordship, that he was 70 years old, not on merit, Lordship, just for a moment, Lordship.
it's
May I start my mind? I'm sorry, I was late. My only not merit, I'm not my only because your lordship might have taken a view, my lord. Only question was to see the lady of 70 years. Initially, charge was not framed against her also, my lord. Only against the husband, my lord, that is against the son. So only because of the age count, my lady might have 70 years old, that my lord, that your lordship may consider. And paragraph 13 of the judgment, your lordship kindness. Paragraph 13. So, we do one fair thing. But, hmm? Maybe one of them. Hmm? What is it? Remember me, say, your lord. That's good. Remember me. In the date of judgment.
Yes,
I'm only, your lordship, last line is, it is only, we are directing. it
that
is-
part we have done, bro.
Yes, ma'am.
But you should
Now, I
consider
told lordship, only because she is the lady of 70 years. ma'am.
para 10.
Yes, now that I have done, my lord. After having gone through the prayer 10, my lord, last 13 was passed in. What I was given. That is
Para-
there, madam. I'm only question, my lord, no specific allegation against
Para
this.
8 in 10. There are some allegations against you.
My lord, maybe some allegation, because that's why she has been go my lord. Only main allegation against the husband. And your lordship will find she was after about my lord, how many days your lordship. Initially, charge also, charge sheet not against her.
Let the victim's hair and put her inside the house.
Neither charge sheet filed against her, nor charge frame against her initially. Thereafter, only after PW one.
Let us wait for one more month.
I let your lordship, my lord, because only when considering that my lady and she is my lord.
The main appeal. First, Mr. HR is out, and the senior counsel. Put that. You says that I. After 4 weeks.
Only mother, I am not, I am maybe remain.
No, we are not dismissing.
Obliged. Much of it.
May I please lordship, my lord, I am sorry to mention, item 14, my lord.
Hmm.
My name and my juniors' names have been shown wrongly. So our names may kindly be deleted. It is the case of Mr. D. Vora and his juniors, Mr. Other party is here. It is their case, Mr. D. Vora and others.
Who are you? Who?
And I am for nobody, even then my name is shown wrongly.
In item 14, register is directed to delete the name of Mr. M.U. Mohammed.
Mahmood.
M.U. Mahmood.
And my juniors.
Who's your juniors?
Here my juniors are, my lord, this A. Khan,
Mr. Khan,
C. Kalita,
T. Kalita,
R. Ahmed.
and R. M.S.R. as the minute. Applying for that.
Highly obliged.
Seven.
Your Lordship, I am on the previous occasion, 5/4/2023, mane 5th April. We are conclude the hearing, but due to LCR, the order are kept in, the order is not passed. Is the case
What is?
Umakant Singh? I am appearing on behalf of the Umakant Singh.
No. What hearing concluded?
No, actually, 5th April.
Huh.
5th April is fixed for the case was mentioned in the cause list. So
5th of April, we said the registry is directed to send a reminder calling for the LCR.
LCR, yes.
Some of the
Because
LCRs have
Has been
come.
received.
Yes, come.
my lord.
Huh.
yes, come. So I am just I am just conclude the case. What is the case, Your Honor? Sorry, your
Yeah,
Lordship.
have you checked up the LCRs?
No, your lordship.
Is it in English or in vernacular?
Let me check, my lord.
Only for the FIR is written by in Assamese, I think. Okay, let me check.
FI is in vernacular, my lord. Sketch map, everything is vernacular. Let me check the. 1856.
Depositions?
Let me check the depositions. Deposition. It's in English, my lord. Some are in vernacular, your lordship. Some are in vernacular, some in English. PW1 is in English.
Then let us have the paper book prepared.
Yes, my lord.
It will be.
Actually, Your Lordship, you maybe kindly, actually, Your Lordship, the applicant is already 64 years old. And I'm just paying for bill
just
only
before your
for,
case,
yes, sir.
the applicant was 70 years old.
Yes, I know, sir. Actually, I'm just paying before Your Lordship. Because after perusal of.
Probably it was hard on
Yes,
at
I know.
length.
Actually, the
earlier.
evidence is all are English. The
Yes,
evidence,
position
PW1
4,
to
3, 4.
even all are English, only for FR copy, which is with us, it is a Assamese, I think, the language. So I'm gone through all the evidence, Your Lordship. And while passing the judgment, there is some, there are lots of contradiction in this case. That's why I'm coming before Your Lordship to bring a justice for Mr. Umakant Singh, who is the accused number 1.
Lordship, FIR as well as 164 statement of the victim is in vernacular, but the substantive evidence is in English.
On English. So kindly.
It was hard at length, if I'm not wrong. Miss Ed Jahan, she appeared.
Yes.
Yes, it was
Actually,
hard at length.
I remember hearing.
Yes, sir.
part.
Actually, there's a lots of thing which I mentioned before Your Lordship. That's why you are the date fixed for 15, because I am coming from Calcutta. So that's why the 15th is a today's fix for the hearing. So Your Lordship, there's a many contradiction in the whole thing. You have to be just.
Somewhere in English, somewhere in vernacular. Huh?
Allegations are severe.
See, Leonard Council, I think paper book will be better.
Yes.
Let the paper book. See,
So
we'll fix a date for you after 4 weeks.
Your lordship, if you give me a time, I'm just check my diary. Actually, I'm coming from
Yes,
Kolkata,
yes,
so
you can check it.
yes. Actually, lordship, the thing is that the main person is very poor. So I am coming from Calcutta. Kolkata is the expense is all. That's why I know this is a bail, only for bail. I am not conclude the appeal.
Provisions for VC is also there, I think, my lord. VC. If she has some difficulty.
Man, actually, I visit every day because he is very poor, your lordship. Man, I am just praying for bail during the appeal. Man, if you at any time, interim bail at any condition, I'm just praying before your lordship because during the trial he's in bail, he never misused his.
That is a different thing, whether he has misused bail when he was in trial. That is not the issue.
That's the same thing because
Some cogent reason has to be given.
at least the interim bail, if it's because your lordship does during this appeal hearing, I'm just paying for bail.
We'll prepare the paper book and consider the main appeal. If you have some problem, you can join us by VC.
Yes. So,
Third MS.
so your lordship, I'm just checking my diary and
Here, Chaudhary, and also has the paper book has to be, NCS have to be. Prepare the paper book. And we see that, See a date in June.
sir, actually June is all are completed. A matter is fixed already in Kolkata. So is it possible to 10th July is Monday?
10 July
10 July is our vacation.
vacation,
Oh, it's a vacation. Okay.
3 to 16 are vacation.
Then 20 is vacation.
3 to 16 summer vacation.
Just. 5th June, is it possible? Actually, in between the paper book is ready. In between, the small period of time, is the paper book is ready.
We are in
Actually,
May.
how much time is getting the paper book ready? I don't.
4-5 weeks.
4-5 weeks maximum. So your lordship, you must be fixed 27 June in Tuesday.
Jump to December.
Your lordship.
Registered to prepare the paper book, your lordship.
8.
Ahmed,
Here in this case, lordship, 29 days delay is there in filing the connected
29 or
appeal.
24.
In my petition, it is 29. So registry paper probably have corrected it, lordship. 24. So that may be common, lordship. Due to financial constraint, he could not file lordship in time. And he was in custody. He was under impression that his family members will do.
Boyan,
Lordship,
any?
24 days.
24.
Lordship, we can do.
Mr. Ahmed, Leonard counsel for that. Also heard MSB Boyan, Leonard addition to PSM
That makes sense.
for the opposing party. By this application, applicant is paying for confirmation of 24 days delay in filing the connect criminal application. We have perused the course shown in the present application. And we are satisfied. MSB Boyan and additional duty has also no objections. Accordingly, the delay of 24 days in filing the criminal application is condoned. I is allowed. Registry is directed. to prepare the paperwork. No, registry is directed to number the criminal applicant and release the matter in its legal process.
Obliged.
9,
May I please your lordship? Lordship, there is a delay of 2307 days, 2307 days, lordship.
Yes.
We file our objection.
Objections. At MS
K Lala, lordship.
K
K
A
Lala.
Lala, learned counsel for the applicant. Issue notice. MSB Buyan Leonard Edition PPSA appears on behalf of the applicant party number. Applicant to take steps for service of notice on respond number 3 by registered post ID within 1. It's fine. The respondents are allowed to file their objections. This is the matter after 4 weeks. On top, you just put heard so and so, huh? This is an application for continuation of 2307 days delay in filing the connectivity. After that,
15, hearing.
May I please your lordship?
yes,
Well, this appeal preferred against the acquittal one. Here, my lord, 5 persons was respondent. My lord, they were the accused in the original case, my lord. Out of these 5, my lord, the 3 already expired one. The order dated, my lord, the in for book page 90. Yes, 90, respondent 2, 3, and 5. And they will stand deleted from the area of respondent. Now, only will the against the respondent number, 4 and 6 by. Initially, the case was registered under section 302 mallet. The FIR is space 5 here in the paper book.
respondents 2, 3, and 5.
Well, it already expired, man, during the pendency of this appeal, man. And their name is deleted, man. Now only mallet against 4 and 6. 4 is mallet Parekanta Padgiri, and 6 is the Umesh Talukdar. Against these 2 persons, mallet. The FIR is space 5, mallet. The informant's son, mallet, was missing, man. Just relevant portion, mallet. I am reading, mallet, page 5. I have the honor to state that at around 11:30 o'clock on 28/11/2011, my son so-and-so, as at 20 years, went missing. I, along with my fellow villagers, searched him at many places, but could not trace him out. At around 5:30 a.m. today, the 10th day of December 2011, my son Sri Rameshwar Das has been recovered from inside the septic tank of the laboratory of the house of Sri Haran Talukdar, a permanent resident of Lagao, in presence of the Gaubura village headman. A 108 emergency ambulance was called for take him to hospital for treatment, but as soon as he was put into the ambulance, the 108 ambulance staff declared him dead. I suspect that the accused persons have killed my son, Sri Rameshwar Das, putting him inside the tank of the laboratory. Hence the affair, my lord. Now, my lord, in fact, my lord, in this case, no eyewitness, my lord. The learned trial court, my lord, examined 12 numbers of PW, my lord, and 1 CW. And none of the eyewitness was there, my lord, the admitted fact, my lord. Only I have preferred this appeal on the basis of statement, because when the deceased, my lord, was recovered from the septic tank, my lord, immediately he stated, my lord, some person's name, my lord, before the father of the deceased and before the brother, and some were present there. So only my prayer is that if the honorable court may consider the statement of the, my lord, the deceased as a dying declaration, then it has a case. Otherwise, I have no case, man. because no eyewitness is there. The boy was missing on 28 November of 2011. And 10th of December, he was recovered from a septic tank,
Victim was missing from,
from house mallet.
no, from date.
Date mallet 28/11 mallet. 28/11 he was missing and he was recovered on 10/12/2011. That is mallet about 14 days. And morning mallet, the PW4 is very important here mallet. Just
28,
yes mallet.
2011,
Yes mallet. The
and we covered on
one mallet 10/12.
10/12.
10/12/2011. 10th of December, that means mallet. On November 18 he was missing. Sorry, 28 November he was missing.
Oh, 28/11.
11. And 10 December was recovered. The PW4 mallet, case will start from the PW4 mallet. The page 19 mallet.
PW1,
PW1 is the father, but I want to show the PW4 first mallet.
It's an epilepsy acquitted, right? Epilepsy acquitted?
Yes, yes. Mallet PW4 page 19 mallet.
Lordship, accused persons are to be heard then. If it's an epilepsy acquittal, the name is shown, my lord, but nobody is there.
oh,
Let my part may be heard mallet, because I think
Again, it will
the
be part
my
of
lord,
your
the
lordship.
honorable court
this
make
type
a-
of part hurt, we can't do it.
Yes.
We don't know when this bench will collapse.
Dimpy.
just only in one point I want to place my case. Honorable court maybe consider my lord, the hearing the my lord, learned PP my lord. Otherwise, I have no case, my lord. I am admit in the court that just the statement of the victim is considerable.
3, 4, 4.
Since long days, my lord, case is pending here, my lord. So I want to dispose of this case, my lord.
And
Only
3,
2
4.
persons is alive now.
Few of the responses are
Lordship,
not even-
probably service is not complete because 4 and 6 name is shown.
No, 2, 3, and 5, they are no more.
Oh, okay,
They have expired.
okay.
Only 4 and 6 is remaining.
Mm.
So they are now represented by one talukdar, Takuti.
Mm.
And
Lordship, may I check the earlier records? If they are not appearing before this honorable court, your lordship may engage somebody, legal aid counsel or amicus.
I think my lord, the case is very simple, my lord.
case may be simple, but some
Procedure has to be followed.
isn't it? Yes, check that.
May I check my lord? Order sheets?
নাম শো করেছে না নাই দর্শন কার কারণে forensics না মানে name shown madam
Korea, he appeared on 4/2/19.
name is shown in the published man. So no procedural mistake here, everything is okay man.
Once they appeared, your lordship, on one occasion only. And there are some irregularities as regards service. One P. Thakuria, learned counsel appears on behalf of respondent 4 and 6, 4 and 6, but here in the cause list, no P. Thakuria's name is shown. Something is wrong, your lordship. One P. Talukdar, G. Kakoti, D. Khaklari. But one P. Thakuria appears on 4/2/19, my lord.
Yes, okay. Which was the- Equal is the 4 and 6.
There defect in lordship in the cause list. In place of P Thakuria, it's shown as P Talukdar. Probably that's why they are not appearing, my lord.
Korean.
Yes. They have filed a Wakalatnama also. It's there, I have checked.
This is a leaf petition only. Appeal, I don't know.
But Wakalatnama is there of the opposite parties. Your lordship.
Chico. You come, you come. Then we'll get his name reflected.
Yes, my lord. P Thakuria in place of P Talukdar.
Heard Mr. and
Yanuddin, my lord.
Uddin Land Council for applicant as well as MS. B. Boyan, then it's additional PPS. Stop. Registry is directed to reflect the name of Mr.
P Thakuria.
P. Thakuria. In the place of Mr. P. Talukdar, at the Land Council for his phone number 4 and 6. In the posters. And release the matter after 2 weeks. 2 weeks will do it.
Oblige, my lord.